What up? It's your girl PayMahzi, and you are now tuned in to the Mahzi and Marlon Show. Second on, it's the Marlon Show.
Welcome to the Marlon Murray Show. I am your host, Marlon Murray. I am here with a very special guest today, Miss Mahzi.
You know the vibes.
Yes. Introduce yourself, Mahzi. Let them know who you are.
What up, y'all? It's your girl PayMahzi, aka Trap Baby, aka got your nigga in the trap. Second on, it's Mahzi. You feel me? One of the bossiest ones from our city. We got a lot of them. I'm just one of them. You feel me?
Absolutely. Welcome. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
We finally got it together. It's been a long
That's
journey.
what I was about to say.
Putting it together. I've been trying to text
overdue.
you down. It's overdue.
It's overdue.
It's overdue. So, you are the first lady of Ethika. I want to congratulate you on that.
Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you. Don't mind if I show you myself.
Yes. Oh, okay. Tatted. Okay. Oh, this is serious right here.
Gang.
Gang. Okay. All right. So tell me about that process. Talk to us about that process.
Honestly, I wrote Ethika like 70 weeks ago, like sometimes today, because it still haven't hit me yet that I'm signed to them. But I'll go back and look at that comment, and I was like, sign Mahzi, ... that's me, and with an exclamation mark. And it took them like literally 70 weeks to hit me back, but they hit me up December 21st, and it was like, send some music. If your music good, we'll fly you out. And I just so happened to miss that, probably because it was Christmas time. And then they responded back, not like that, but they was like, if you got good music, send it here. And I'm like, whoa, they responded? I missed the message. So they booked my ticket, and it was only supposed to be a 2-day trip. I ended up staying like a month. Yeah, it was the first session. I went to record one song, but I didn't do one song. I did 5 songs.
That's how then. Where's Ethika?
It's in Orange County, California.
Okay.
Yeah.
Out there in Cali. Nice.
Yep. I took advantage of my opportunity. Like, they fly you out because they're looking for artists. They want to sign 100 artists right now. And they have you do one song. They listen to your music. They play you their artist music at Ethika. And then they give you a beat. You know what I'm saying? And like, go create. I did 1, and then I still had time. So I did 2, did 3, did 4, 5 songs.
Wow. Okay.
And it just like sped up the process.
How long did it take you to do those 5 songs?
Probably 2 days.
Wow. Okay. See, I'm trying to measure your work ethic because we know, the fans know, I know, you dropped 3 albums. Jeez.
Yes.
When was this? Just when?
2020.
Just last year, 2020. 3 albums. That's crazy work ethic.
Yes.
So talk about that. Like, what's your motivation behind that? Like, what gets you going to just,
Honestly, I say, and not even to make this like, because it's really not, but like, I move off pain. Like, and just in general, like, not even being like too personal in my own life, but like the city that we're in, like, our city goes through a lot. You feel me? And I'm like a big empath. I'm big on energy. So when shit around me not right, it just motivates me to want to do something. My therapy is music. And I'm here, I'm in it. I know what happens in Detroit. You feel me? Like, I've been maneuvering through this bitch. So I know what it is. So I do my music and I speak on it. I don't necessarily, you know what I'm saying, like, out shit telling people, but I'm talking about what goes on. I call myself the Trap Baby for that exact reason. Like, I can speak on that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just therapy for me. I don't look at music as work. I freestyle everything except for if they want me to rap, like, with no auto-tune, because I use auto-tune a lot. I'll write that because I really spit, but I want to be like a little more clever. I want to make sure I know what I'm saying. But when I'm singing, I freestyle. I go in there. If the beat right, my soul just flow. Like, I don't think about it. I just say. I just start talking, and it formulates a whole song. Like, it's not she talking about crackers and she talking about paintings, and it literally formulates a whole song.
Okay.
Even when I listen back at the end of the session, I'm like, wow, that's what we wanted to talk about today. Like, all right.
Right.
Yeah.
That's dope. Okay. What so do you how do you taper off, like, okay, this is the end of a project, and then okay, I'm gonna move on to another project, or do you have time in between to like promote that? Okay, I'm done with this project, we're gonna promote it, now we're going to work on the next project, or I'm gonna take some time in between before I work on the next project? Like, what do you do?
Well, me myself, I'm unorthodox, and I'm not gonna say I've never had a manager. I've had two managers. I was managed by Turbulence, and I was managed by the family. Nikki was my manager before. But when I was under them, I was doing things, you know, like how they seen it to be do. Now, when it comes to me, I do everything unorthodox. I don't have a plan for anything. So, like, when I dropped my first album, Trap Baby Season, I didn't have no fans. Nobody knew I rapped. I was fresh off the plane from Vegas. Like, I stopped dancing. Like, all right, sweet at music, you should rap. But my dad, being who he was, I was able to tap in with OGs like Stretch Money and Mac Nichols and had him on my project. So it looked good. You know what I'm saying? Like, who was this new girl just popping out rapping? But she got some people that really represent on her shit. So maybe we can give her a listen. Right. You know what I'm saying? So my first project, I dropped no fans. Nobody knew me. But I was weakening it. After that, I tried to put like thought into it. Like, I dropped an album. It's called Trap Sade The Pint. And I called it The Pint because The Pint got 16 lines. I got 16 songs. Okay. But it's hella features. I got Bodie, Cash Out Calhoun, Dede, Johnny Cinco, Juicy Fruit, Sandy from the East Side. Like, so many features. So after that, it was just like, okay, you got all these features, but if you want to perform it, if you want to do videos, you're going to have to move on everybody else's time because it's a conglomerate song, you know what I'm saying? It's not just you. So I'm like, all right, I got to do some music, all me. So I just started dropping. My 3 albums that I put out don't have no features. And that was just so I could work and put myself out there more without, you know what I'm saying? Like, having to inconvenience my people like, dang, bro, I got a babysitter today. Like, let's get this video. But they don't, you know what I'm saying? So it was just more of a myself thing. I wanted to work more. I knew I was working and I was heavily slept on. So it was just one of them things that could be undisputed. Like, no female artist dropped 3 albums in 2020 but Mahzi.
Nah, it hasn't been done. Let's congratulate her on that, for
Thank
sure.
You,
That's a big deal.
Thank you.
For sure. So let's just take it back a little bit. What made you make that decision to transition from, you said you were dancing, to rapping? Like, what made you, obviously you probably were already always rapping, right? Coming up maybe, or
I was always involved in music. I used to battle rap. Like, I got kicked out of Michigan schools and I had to finish school in Vegas. And when I was in Vegas, I was actually living with my dad, who was a rapper.
Okay.
So, and my brother was rapping too. So I was always around it. I was battle rapping out there, but it wasn't like formulating whole songs and like really trying to be a rapper. I've changed my rap name like 6 times. I got music on the internet. There's like 5 different people.
What you started out as? What's your first rap name?
I was Mona Lorraine. Then I was Cash Tana. Then I was Bitchy Rich. I was so many different people.
Okay, yeah. Trying to find you, okay, for sure. So did your flow transition a little bit, or did your style transition? So for instance, like how Jay-Z, I don't know if you're familiar with how he first started, he like used to rap fast. And then I guess when he got around Big L, he got his flow a little bit down pack a little bit. So did it transition a little bit from when you first started, or has it always been like the same?
I say like the old music and the battle rapping, I think I've dumbed it down a lot. Like, people used to say like, you rap like T.I. Like, I used to use big words. Like, I was like, yeah, I used to use big crazy words for no reason. And people used to have to look shit up. But out there, they got the patience to do it. And other places too. But if you really want to do music, you have to know, like, people's attention span is short. You have to dumb things down. You don't want everything to go over their heads.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think I grew as an artist and just learned how to maneuver with the crowd so I could appeal to them. But maybe my voice got deeper. I started smoking, and I'm not as high pitched as I was. If you heard my old music, you'd be like, who is this valley girl with this squeaky voice? Like, but besides that, no, I'm still sweet.
Right, for sure. You are definitely that, for sure. So going back, so you say you had a few managers. You say 2 managers coming through. So So you reached out. So this for the artists out there aspiring coming up. You reached out on your own to Ethika Records and got some attention and got a chance to work with them, and then they brought you in. So I've been watching all of that, but I just wanted you to talk about how did they just automatically stamp you as the first lady or of Ithaca, or was it like a process that you had to go through a competition? Was it like a, you know?
It's the perks of being Mahzi. Like, I don't know if there ever was a first lady of Ithaca, and if it was, baby, I ain't stepping on your toes. You feel me? Like, my bad. But the way that I came and the way that it happened, it has never happened before. The whole label said it. The CEO, Matt Cook, he's like my best friend. I really feel like the whole label not real. I feel like they angels. I feel like God put this link up. Like, it's crazy to me still. I still don't feel like it's like different. You feel me? Like, I'm at the crib and just pulling up wherever, my jewelry, I'm by myself. Like, I still move like me, even though they want me to call the security, move like this, move like that. But it really haven't hit me yet. Okay. But as far as like the stamp, like when the articles get put out and whoever wrote the article, they said Mahzi, Ethica's first lady, and everybody resharing it, the whole label, they behind it. You feel me? But I didn't come in trying to take over everything or be in the forefront, but it just happened that way.
It just happened that way.
My work ethic and my grind and how bad I wanted it is different from people. And I'm not saying on the label, I'm not saying in the city, because I don't know what people's intentions are. But me, like, plan A, get signed, get paid off doing music. Plan B, make sure plan A work. Plan C, what the fuck is we doing for A and B to not work?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, people will be like replying to my comments or laughing at my comments, because I done reached out to more than I told Money Man, I'm like, look, spammed his page. I give you $1,000. Just listen to 30 seconds of my song. And just let me know what you think. He never responded to that. But other people seen it and laughed and shit. But how you gonna get out here if you don't put yourself out here? And I don't care what y'all think, because now I'm signed. I got the bag. I got paid every first of the month. I got a big brand behind me. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be transparent. You gotta be vulnerable if you really want it. Like, you gotta do things that maybe your pride won't let you do.
Okay.
It's deeper than that when you really want it.
Right, okay. So, I feel like being from Detroit, I feel like we have a thing where if you make it from Detroit, you can make it anywhere. Like, that's why I always encourage our people and just Michigan in general, but especially being from the D. But, so, did you feel like you had to, like, prove the Detroit part of it, like going out to the left coast out there in Cali? Did you feel like you had to, like, bring that Detroit style, or were you like, I'm open to being whatever style, like?
You mean like what I took to them?
Right.
Well, I mean, if I'm being honest, I've only done 2 Detroit beats in my whole rap career. They were both hella. Now, at this point, I've recently done a Larry Love beat. I did a Mike Brown beat. But like, my sound itself is not Detroit. I just am Detroit. I'm from here. I got real blood on the pavement in a couple of these streets, and I done been to jail and did this and did that and fed aunties and unks, not the real ones. You feel me? Like, I did that. So I feel like you don't have to go anywhere and be like, I'm so Detroit, or go somewhere and feel like because I got my buffs on and that's what Detroit represents, like, that's a connotation of Detroit, like, that makes me Detroit. Like, me being different from Detroit is just, that's a different one from Detroit. You feel me? But it was always Detroit, but my sound don't sound like it, and I don't have nothing against it. My whole playlist is hella Detroit people. I love my city, obviously, but I don't sound like a lot of artists here, any artists here, and I had the opportunity to get kicked out of Michigan schools and get raised in Vegas, so I got a different outlook. You know what I'm saying? I was able to see stuff different, so that kind of helps with my differentness, maybe. Or maybe I was just born different.
Yeah, it's
Possible.
It's all the gumbo, a mixture, a pot. Definitely.
Good gumbo.
Good gumbo, though. Definitely good gumbo, for sure.
Shout out to New Orleans.
Shout out to the,
I fuck with New Orleans heavy.
Yeah. What's one of your favorite places to visit?
Honestly, I would have to say New Orleans, and I've only been one time.
Mm-hmm.
I was on tour with a girl named Cody Shane, and one of our stops was New Orleans. I ate so good. Everything was so good. I ended up getting a phone down there, like, with the area code. Like, y'all could just say I'm a resident. Like, still got that number today. It's just good vibes. I love New Orleans.
Food. Yeah, they got great food down there.
I love New Orleans.
Yep, I agree with that one. When it comes to like features, how do you go about selecting features? And now with Ethika, 'cause I'm not familiar with it. When you sign to a major like that, do you get to select your own features, or do they have to approve of the feature?
Well, like this, anything I do now, they have to clear it. Mm-hmm. So if an artist want to feature with me, the label is gonna have to clear it. But the CEO said my features are 50,000. So it ain't that many people in the city right now maneuvering like that to feel like I'm worth that. You know what I'm saying? So that's understandable. So when I came back home after I got signed, it's just people that I feel like this is just part of the game. Like I said, overdue. So me and Mike got in the studio. And regardless of what that is, the clearance, whatever, that's gonna get cleared. You know what I'm saying? So it's things like that, and you can't fight the label. You can't fight what you already signed. Right. But I can pull strings for my people in a good way. Not saying like I got crazy like magic powers, but like I said, things overdue. Some things are gonna happen, and that's just what it is.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, you got some dope features, like you mentioned Stretch Money, you know, legendary from the D. Bodie James coming up. Shout out to Bodie.
Bodie's so humble. When I met Bodie, he didn't even tell me who he was.
Yeah, Bodie's dope.
Yeah.
I'm waiting on some more of his stuff.
That's a big goat.
You say that's who?
A big goat.
Yeah. So you already got those features out the way. What features from Detroit, not talking about what we just talked about with the label, deal and stuff like that, but with if you could, just on your own, if you had your own way, what artists would you just throw on the feature? Like, and it could be different songs, but just give me a couple of artists that you like, that you feel like is, that'd be it makes sense for us to come together, you know what I mean?
I think me and Tay B would be dope.
Ooh, Tay B fire.
Me and DZ would be dope. Me and John Boy would be dope. Whether it's me on his beat or both of us on the song. I can't say Bodie, we already did that. We got 3 songs.
Yeah, y'all got some stuff together already.
Me and Street Lord Warren would be dope. It's besides him and like Bossellini and one other female, like those are on my bucket list. Like that's must have. So me and Street Lord Warren for sure. But Michigan artists, honestly, if I don't have a feature with you and I didn't say your name just now, like, I already asked you for a feature.
Okay. All right, for sure. Yeah, and all right, I appreciate that. So I seen Baldwin and I seen yeah, it's all good. Yeah, it's all good. It is what it is. I was gonna ask another, but I'm like, nah, okay, you said what you said. So
yeah.
Then I watched how Juan was out there with Ethika or doing something. So I seen that, and I'm like, oh, I hope that connection worked out. I hope y'all definitely do make that happen and figure that out. So real quick, I want to shout out Humble Yourself.
Cool, that's nice.
Yeah, he definitely got some stuff for
women.
Bet. Yeah,
shout out to Humble Yourself.
We'll get you some stuff. We'll get you some stuff. And then I do have a True Game face mask. I got you a pink one. You know, this is my man's line, Mayo. Shout out to Mayo. He do True Game. He want to get that going. That's going to be a big deal. He said that's the new Nike. That's the new Adidas. I'm
doubling back with a box for him. Okay. I'm so unprepared. But
yes, no, it's all good.
I'm coming big Ethika merch for Marlon. Don't worry about it.
No doubt. We want to build the relationship, and we are ready to report. So we're going to take a break real quick, and then we'll be back. We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, PayMahzi. Thank you.
Big slap.
So I want to know, like, who are some of your inspirations coming up? Like, can you name, like, just in general? I just want to ask first. Give me some names. Like, give me like 3 to 5. Who did you listen to? Who inspired you?
First, it would be Beyonce. Like, I used to be totally obsessed with her. And then it turned into my sister because my sister taught me that I could sing. And then it turned into, like, once I started smoking, Janae and this artist named Dizzy Wright from Vegas.
Okay.
Like, more stonerish. And that's kind of how I got into that vibe. Like, regardless of if it's, like, stoner music, I definitely feel like you can always smoke a blunt to my music.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I got that influence from them. And then, like, just more on the slimy side, Young Thug and my dealings with him and gunning like that. But now I just feel like it's just purely me letting my soul flow. Okay. Whatever beat resonates, it just happens.
Okay. So what do you think of, like, the Nicki Minaj?
I love Nikki.
Her style. You love Nikki?
I love Nikki. If I could be that animated and shit, I guess it's just called confident.
Yeah.
I would be extra in my raps and, like, drag stuff. I'm always too worried about, like, I might not sound right doing that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? A Nikki, she ain't worried about it, but it come out right. You know what I'm saying? Like, me just hesitating will be the downfall of it sounding good. You can't do nothing right if you hesitating. You can't really come full throttle if you don't believe all the way. So I'm just not there yet. Maybe some artist development, but I love Nikki. Like, I think she is the GOAT. I mean, I understand we have other ones who paved the way, but right now, for a long minute, it's Nikki.
It's Nikki. Because I was going to bring up, like, then Cardi was next after that. What you think about Cardi?
I love Cardi.
You love Cardi too?
I love Cardi because she's real. And I was able to learn what not to do from Cardi because you can't be a real person in Hollywood. It rubs people wrong. So some things that she felt like, yeah, I got the most money and I'm popping and I'm running stuff right now, she could speak on, she got backlash from. And I'm passionate about certain subjects. And I would have been a Cardi sounding off on this, that, and the third, but I learned you can't do that. So I love Cardi. And even fighting Nikki. You know what I'm saying? Some stuff you can't do, and I learned that from her. Now that I signed my deal, I'm not entertaining nothing. You can't catch me doing. You never could catch me. But I'm not really, like, going into that. It's some things, like, if you really want to be a brand ambassador for all these different things that you don't even own. Like, she's, you know, she collaborates with Mix and she got her own wine, but it's not even hers. You know what I'm saying? If you want to get endorsements, you got to know how to be business savvy. Absolutely. You got to, you know, so I think they're both dope, but I learned 2 different things from them. Like, really focusing on being an artist. I know which way to follow, and it will be Nikki's way.
Nikki's way?
For sure.
Okay. Okay. All right. I don't want to, you know, but this is just for my own, just
shout out to all the female rappers. We killing shit.
Yeah, Meg, all
Big
y'all.
Cardi, Big Nikki, you feel me? All that. Big Mahzi.
Yeah, Big Mahzi, for sure. I was going to say, you ever fuck with Lil' Kim?
I mean, put it like this. When Lil' Kim was out, I love Lil' Kim. I know Lil' Kim. She always been beautiful to me. But when she was out, it was that time where my family out here, like my grandma who was raising me, you can't listen to that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I missed it.
Yeah, okay.
Not taken away from nothing, but I missed it. But I know, I'm well aware, all hell, you feel me? Lil' Kim, light her up.
Yeah, all that's my shit, yeah.
All that, my lighter been up. But
yeah.
It was just some things that got filtered out of my life. Like, a lot of people be so shocked. Like, Mahzi's never seen Belly. Just seen Paid in Full 2 years ago. Just a lot of things in our culture, my family on my dad's side was just like, that's inappropriate. You be watching that. You got church on Wednesday, Tuesday, Sunday.
For sure. That's good upbringing, though. Yeah, that's good upbringing. Until it's a time, then you can make your own decision.
Yeah.
You know? Belly, man, you messing up.
I know, right?
Paid in Full, classic, legendary, one of my favorite movies.
I'm catching up.
Regardless. Okay. So say
You're gonna have to send me a list of all the must watches.
I got you.
I'm sure I haven't seen them yet.
I got you. I got you. So I'm just gonna stir up the pot a little bit. Let's just say, for instance, you know, you built this momentum. This is going to be true. And let's say you getting hot and somebody come at you. All right. Let's say one of the big dogs come at one of the big, you know, big icons come at you. One of the people that we just named out. Let's say Megan come at you. You know, she throw a shot at PayMahzi in the verse. How do you, and it come to you, it come across your desk, like, yo, people come bring it to you, like, yo, Megan just said it to you. I'm just talking, this is just, you know, the same
Hypothetical.
Hypothetical, you know. I just want to see how you respond, what type of person you are, you know.
It just all falls back into play of me being an observer. I learned my lesson already. So let's just take a female beef, for example. Any rapper, I don't have to name any. One, if you have a machine behind you like I do, Ethika, you make yourself look like a liability. We're not that. Two, Megan might already have endorsements. You want her endorsements and more. You can't diss Megan. Her feet way more wetter than yours. You feel me? I'm gonna let her have it, but that's just like, all right, I need to get in the studio. It's always music. Like, I done had so many run-ins with, not even so many. I done had a couple, maybe 2 or 3 with some female rappers, and the biggest motivation behind it because they thought they clout could demise everything Mahzi doing because she only coming up. Don't nobody know about her. We won't say her name. Ain't nobody gonna know her. You feel me? Right. We could send these shots all day. She could tag us all day, but she just bringing her attention to us. We're not gonna respond. You can make yourself look crazy trying to argue with rappers.
Right.
People rappers. Mahzi not no rapper. I just know how.
Gotcha. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
let's get that.
Yeah.
Just differentiate.
It's a difference. Like,
it's a difference.
You gotta learn who you talking to. Like, somebody who also is a musician, I'm gonna look at you as that first. If I can't tap in your city and see if you ever did anything, you don't got no voucher. You like.
Yeah, it's just music.
It's just music.
Yeah, for sure. So
I want some shots. Send them.
Send them.
I need them followers. You feel me? Promote. Let's get it.
Shots fired. Well, so do you appreciate all music, like all art forms? Like, I heard you say Janae. She's fire. You Summer Walker? Summer? Okay, yeah, she hot. Bar. So I know you do the harmonizing, and you got bar. You rap too. Spit. Which one do you like prefer? Which one is like more comfortable for you? I know they probably both easy for you to do, but which one is more like?
No.
Okay, we'll talk about it.
Auto-tune is definitely more comfortable because I don't have to think so much. I can just, body, whatever you want to get off, this burden we feel like we've been carrying, we just gonna let it go in the studio. But like when you're rapping and you really want to be the best or in conversations with other names that are the best, you have to be really conscious about what you say. I listen to other females' music to make sure a bitch can never come at me like, you re-rocked my line. Because I heard bitches re-rock my shit. I'm spitting different shit. You feel me? I'm making sure they know the difference. They see the difference. It is a difference. She different than them.
Okay.
So it just be that. It's just like, singing is definitely more comfortable. You can be vulnerable. You can say whatever you want to as long as it's in key, in tune. When you rapping, people gonna hear shit. And I done heard some rap songs and it's like, bro, you just saying whatever. I don't want nobody to say that about Mahzi. Every time they hear me with no tune, everybody say, stop using auto-tune. Strictly rap. Yeah, I know. Tell them step it up. Because if I really get over here and start rapping, it's gonna be a problem.
It's a problem.
Just let me be vulnerable and get my emotions off, you feel me? Let me do what I do. Because that's what I like. But Matt liked the rap shit. The CEO, Ethika, Devin, the head of the label, they like it. I got 2 rap songs. Is it 2? 2 rap songs. One beat was produced by a new producer that they just signed on salary. His name Cartier Fly. And another beat is by a producer named Jay Uncut. And he has made maybe the last 5 Ruby Rose. Ruby Rose songs.
Okay.
Yeah, so I got big production behind my rapping. That's all it be missing. Like, I just be rapping to anything. Like, they know what projects Mahzi voice.
Okay. So it's a good matchup. It's a good
good
marriage.
matchup.
Yeah. You look good. All right, so let's talk about projects. You said you did 18 tracks out there with Ethika.
Yes.
What projects do you have like moving forward? What can we expect from PayMahzi?
I mean, just to not keep my people waiting, because there are people like, I was teasing shit before I even knew Ethika was gonna sign me. Before I knew everything was gonna change. Cause Mahzi real lenient. Yeah, I'll fuck with your shit. Let's do the feature. I'll pay for the session. Do whatever. But now shit is different. So anything that officially comes out is gonna be one of these songs that I've done with Ethika. Because it's a better sound. It's like more production, and they just know how to work with my vocals, and they love me and I love them. So one of the songs with them, but I do have other things that I've been teasing. I got a couple covers and I got the song with Mike, it's stupid crazy. That's coming out immediately. Me and Sandy got some shit. Sandy from the east side.
Okay.
So just tapping in with my people at home. That's really my main focus right now, because it's not really a lot I can do. I can't take no feature money if it's not what the label wants. So I'm turning down hella features, which is really different for me. I don't turn down money. I mean, I do if it don't make sense.
Okay.
But features, doing a song, like, I live for this.
Right.
So it's a little different. But like I said, certain things that have to happen at home, that's gonna happen anyway. So that's what you'll see. Mahzi coming big screen with Mike, Sandy, and me and Bodie gonna drop our video. Me and Dede dropping our video. Free Dede. She finna get out. You feel me? Just a lot of shit at home. I have a show May 28th. Me, Juicy Fruit, and a couple other female artists from Detroit. We're gonna be on Grand River. I don't know the address right now, but I got a song with her. So the concert, you feel me, it makes sense. I'm just making shit make sense at home.
Sure.
So it don't just look like, okay, they signed her and she's just posting all this Hollywood shit. No, she's still at the crib. Big flossing, big Mahzi, still doing what she do.
Yeah, no.
You feel me? It's just gotta move a little different.
Okay. So you said something about the Madden project, John Madden. I know it's a lot of John Madden video game players out there. I used to play it a lot.
You wait.
So
if you're a real Madden fan,
what up?
who made the theme song for Madden 2000?
Damn.
Man, get out of my way and watch out as I come through. Busting in your line, cracking helmets in two. I bringing the pain, so what you gonna do? Stand there, just get shook out your. Shout out to Little Pitch, you feel me? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Little. Yeah.
She not, it's just crazy how shit's happening. I do have a placement on the Madden game. Shout out to Matt Cook, Ethika, Devin. I love you guys. But it's just crazy. Like, things that I grew up being involved in are part of my deal. It's just it ain't hit me yet. It's really surreal. Sometimes I really like pinch myself, like, all right, you here, it's happening. When they put me on the private jet and we flew to Vegas, and all of a sudden it's about to be a whole show now. It's called Ethika Band Camp. But it started with Mahzi on the first episode. Like, Matt just put us on the jet. We came to pick him up from Utah on the jet. Then we flew back to Vegas, and then we went to the Hard Rock Cafe Casino and got this big ass suite. He wasn't supposed to smoke in there, and my boss was like, "Fuck you." He was blowing balls. It's just crazy. Like, it really haven't hit me yet, and it could be because, like, I don't know. People, Mahzi's still the underdog. Even though everything I wanted happened, I'm still the underdog. You know what I'm saying? So it's not necessarily points to prove, but it's walls I gotta knock down just so it's no dispute. All right, yep, Mahzi got that. Yep, Mahzi got that. You know what I'm saying? So that's just where it is now. But I let people do what they do. I don't get bothered by it. That's how I am a household name today. That shit motivate me. That shit just make me want to, like, all right, well, we got another wall. Let's get in the cat and swing at this bitch a couple times, and then I'm through it. and I'm there.
Okay.
So.
For sure. Well, I want to say thank you for coming on, first and foremost.
Look up Marlon, say cheese.
We finally got it together. Speaking on that real quick, and how I've been watching you, keep doing what you're doing. We appreciate you, the fans, we appreciate you. Don't worry about what everybody else got going on. Not to say that you was, but I'm just saying, like, you know, you
focus
already, focus on your focus, and you already done touched down in other places and lanes that, you know, we haven't, a lot of people haven't, that's where we from.
Understood.
So, you know, once you level up, keep leveling up, and don't, you know. And then the last thing I forgot to talk about too, though, you give back a whole hell of a lot. Like I see you, you know.
I'm not a trap baby for no reason.
You give back a lot, so you know. Shout out to you for giving back to.
Shout out to God for being able to bless me enough
Absolutely.
to give back. You feel me? Because even when I didn't have the most to give, I was still giving because I knew it was gonna come back. I didn't know I was gonna be signed by Ethika or this one or that one, but I knew it was gonna come back. And it's not even doing it because I knew it was gonna come back. It just taps back in on Trap Baby is not a nickname. It ain't something that sound cute. I'm really from these ways. Like, and if you really from somewhere and you really care about where you from, you gonna do things. No, me giving 7 homeless people some money, it's not gonna make the world better. Me getting 100 dinners from Boston Market, it's not gonna make the world better. But somebody doing it, you might spark an idea in the person who got the bag to do it. And they might use me as the face. You feel me? You never know. But I do it just because, like, I really care about my city. My city got some growing to do. And I say we because I take responsibility for my city and my people. But we don't know we are our biggest downfall. We are our worst enemy.
Yeah, our worst enemies.
And when we realize that, it's going to be a wrap. We're not outnumbered. We're out-organized.
Yeah, organized. I have a thing about that, so I want to ask you last question. What do you think about, I kind of feel like it's a war. And I know, granted, media plays a huge role, the agendas that's been placed upon us.
I'm listening.
You know what I'm about to say then. All right, so look, is there a war between the black man and the black woman out there? Like, I feel like, now I know that's media driven.
It's not. Have you ever seen the James Baldwin and Nikki Giovanni interview?
I have not.
You must. You must.
Them two dope people right
you
there.
You must.
Yeah. Okay.
You must.
Them two legends right there.
And that interview, that conversation, changed my life and my view, and it made me want to learn about more things about our community. But it's definitely a war, but it's only a war because we don't understand each other, and not because it's too complex to. We don't have the patience to understand each other.
Where did our patience go?
Patience is big. Shout out to my guardian angel. He with me all the time. All he wanted to teach me was patience, and I didn't learn patience until maybe 6 months ago, and he been gone 8 years.
Isn't that crazy how life is though? Like, it click in though when you...
It click in.
You know, and you still get enough time to evaluate.
This a person, absolutely. This a person who sold coke, who did all type of shit, who had morals and values, but wanted to instill in me. Patience is literally key to a lot of things. Yeah. You would never know until you just have it.
Absolutely.
You would never know.
That's real. All right, you got any shout outs before we get out of here? And tell everybody where they can get you at, find you at, your tags and stuff like that.
Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, at PayMahzi. That's just the logo, the motto, you feel me? You gotta PayMahzi. But all the music streaming sites, Tidal, iTunes, Apple Music, Mahzi, just Mahzi, you feel me? You're gonna get all the jams. I bring all the vibes. Shout out to Marlon. Shout out to QD with the visual, you feel me? I know y'all gonna see me looking great, looking real nice. Shout out to Heaven Studios. Shout out to Roy. Shout out to Juan. I just met him for the first time today. I always get starstruck by Detroit legends. I don't know why. I just love Detroit. Shout out to the city. All we gotta do is get better, and we gonna get better. That's the only option.
That's
so
it's
up there.
It's up there.
The Marlon and Mahzi show today.
Hey. We'll holla at y'all. Y'all stay cool and we'll see you later.